Hey, Sabrina here. Today I want to talk about step 2, that you are a projection of your own consciousness, and there is nothing out there other than what you are broadcasting yourself. So a good way to look at it is that we are all going around in our own creator bubble. Because everything that I am telling myself, that story I am telling of who I am, that is what I am projecting and what I am seeing out here. Everything that is my story is what I am seeing. The people I meet, the event I meet, everything that is out here is a projection from me. And the same is in your bubble, and the same is in everybody's bubble, that we are creating our own reality. And yes, sometimes we are buying into similar experience, but we will always see our experience in our own way, with our own perception, with our own glasses we are taking on. So the story you are telling yourself is so important to be aware of, because we have been very much asleep and very much living in a program where we have been installed with story other people have installed in us, or we have allowed other people to install in us. So our parents, our society, our education and friends and all others' opinion we have bought into and just embody them, and just that is the story we are living now. So in every moment when we are starting to be aware of the story we are telling ourselves, then we can change it to make a story that is benefiting us instead. And that is what we are doing in this community, and that is what we are practicing, that we can know that we are source and we can choose in every moment our story. So we are not conditioning to be a place or tell the same story again and again and again if we don't prefer it. If we don't like the results, if we don't like where we are right now, we can change our story in every moment. And in that moment we are changing it, it is all starting to make a change right away. There is no delay. We have learned so much about its delay, but if we are thinking about a delay, we are creating a delay. Everything is now. So when we are choosing another version of us, it is now. It is instant. It is always, it must be instant, because the world is always reflecting you. So this paint I want to share to you today is to remember you of that you are source. You are the creator and you are here, and you are choosing what timeline, what frame you are preferring in every moment. So what story do you want to express? What story and what version of you do you want to see out there? Because that is what version you have to embody and choose and be now. So that story you are being now, you are broadcasting it. And that is what you are seeing in the outer world. So when we don't like what we are seeing in the outer world, when we don't like the story we are broadcasting, then we have to change the story. And we have to be aware that we are source. We are not dependent on anything that is going on out there, because we are creating it all. And that is such a huge part to be aware of, because we have been so conditioned to be reacting to what is going on out there and think we are that limit person that is experience what is going on. But we are choosing it. We are the one who is broadcasting it. So when we are seeing something that we are afraid of, we are reacting and try to fix it, maybe. But when we really know that we have created in the first place, then it is just like we are trying to to work with our own shadow. It is the same like we are trying to change the mirror, the picture in the mirror, instead of changing ourselves. And that is how we can think about everything in our life. Everything is just like a huge mirror. So when you are deciding who you want to be and what version you want to see and what thing you want to see out there, when you are claiming it, when you are deciding it, when you are choosing it with your I amness, then you cannot avoid to see it out there. And there is no time, because time is just an experience we have to between our experience. So it's not it's coming all at once. So there's no time. There's no time lag. So when you are changing immediately. And that is very important to know. There's no time lag. But the only thing you can experience if you cannot see it right away, that is your awareness. Because there's never any time lag. It is only the state of awareness. So the more we are being aware of who we are, the more we are aware that we are source, that we are I amness, that we are creating everything we are seeing out here. In that moment, we are so much aware of it, it will unfold for our eyes. And that is why we can see something is just coming in so fast when we are thinking about it. That is why we have all this experience when we are thinking about a red car and we are just seeing a red car. That is because we are so much in alignment with, yeah, that is what it is. That is what I have chosen. That is what I declare. That is who I am now. So of course we are seeing it. It is the same when we are going to a restaurant and we are order some food. We are not doubting that the food is coming, because we have sit us with in a table and we have order, and of course it will come because we have ordered it. And we have order. It's the same if we have order something on Amazon or whatever. We know it is coming because we have ordered it. And that is the same way we are functioning with everything. When we are choosing it, when we are declaring it, when we are stepping into that knowingness that we are source, that we are creating it all, then it is so, there's no meaning to be in doubt or in lack or yeah, really doubt that it is coming, because we are stepping into that knowingness that we are creating it all. We are source, so we cannot avoid to create it all in our life. But we have to remember it. And sometimes it's so difficult for us to remember because we have been so programmed to think in another way. We have been so programmed to think linear. We have been so programmed to think that we are separate and we are not so powerful. And there is huge forces that is deciding for us out there, and we are just a human in that world we are living in. So we have been trained to think that we are limitless. We have been trained to think that we are separate, that we are small, that we don't have so much power, and we have to fit into this world and do a lot of stuff to make a living, or all the other things we have been taught. But when we are starting to be more aware, when we can feel there's more to life, when we can feel our heart is resonated with something more and more huge, then we are starting to know and search for it. And that is what I have done, and millions of other people are doing now, because we are waking up. to that power now that we are source. We are creating it all. So, of course, there's nothing more important to know that we are our own creator. So, when we know that, we will, of course, let go of creating more lack and more illness and more doubt and more worry. And of course, we will choose gratitude and love and fulfillment and abundance. So that is what we are learning and talk about in this community, because it is all about choosing love, and it's all about choosing and be aware of our power, be aware of we are source, we are creating it all. So that is what we have to remember. And yes, we can often forget it when we are living in the old program and when we are just doing the same and interact with the outer 3D. But we can start right now to remember that we are creating that experience we are seeing in every moment, that we can practice to stop up in the day and say, wow, I am the creator of this. Can I make another story if I don't like what I'm seeing out here? Can I start to make another story? And yeah, and of course we can do that. And some of the practice is in the PDF that you all can download and start to practice, start to read, start to be more aware of all these 12 steps, because that is what that can help you to be more aware of your huge power to create that beautiful and wonderful life that you and we all deserve. So that was all for today. See you in the next video.